Welcome to the new episode of All That Jazz. I'm your host, Matias, and today I have with me Sarah Ladan Alizadeh. Welcome to the
Yeah.
podcast.
Thank you so much, Matthias, my friend. Thank you so much for hosting me, and I'm sure that it's going to be a really great conversation with you.
Thank you. By the way, I noticed that I have your boyfriend and I have a mutual friend, and it's such a small world. Somebody that I know from France. Yeah, so I didn't know that until yesterday. Anyway,
Yeah, actually, you said,
yeah. How did you get into your spiritual self-love coach, right? So I don't think
Yeah.
I've ever heard that phrase before. What exactly is it? I can assume what it is, but I'll let you explain it.
Yeah. Okay. So, actually, we are picked a name as a niche into, doing uh, coaching by what we are really good at it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I want to at first start with that. I'm a coach. What does it mean to being a coach? Is you are basically mm, become by some training, become a people um, thinking partner. Like we are bring them to their life journey based on what they are asked from us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so um, this is basically meaning of being a life coach. We are not a therapist, okay? But yeah, as a spiritual self-love coach, well, I I think that I have been in my spiritual journey since I was in my 16 years old or something like that, many
16.
many years ago. Yeah.
Like a lot of guests that I have start their spiritual journey as a kid, but it seems like sounds like for you it started at 16.
Actually, uh, okay, here's the thing. When I noticed that I'm going to my spiritual journey, I was in my 15, 16. But
Mm-hmm.
my curiosity, started when I was like 5, 6 years old. When
And
I tried,
just to set it up, you're from near Istanbul in Turkey, yes?
now I live in Istanbul, yes, but originally I'm from Iran.
Oh,
Yeah.
from right. Sorry, from Iran. So that's even more interesting. So how did
Yeah.
you get from Iran then to Turkey?
Well, I came here for study, actually. My grandfather is kind of from here, from Turkey, and my dad was kind of um, he knows himself as a Turkish guy,
Right.
So yeah, my father also studied in Turkey, and also he sent me here to yeah, I just raised like a soldier by my dad, and he was really trusting on me, and he knows that if he gives me some opportunity to live by myself, I will bring so much greater result from my life, by being alone and stay in some suffer, which means mostly loneliness. So
So he you said he raised you like a soldier.
yes, kind of, yeah.
Okay, so he was in army himself then.
Actually, no, no. I raised more like a boy, but
Okay.
here's the thing. Yeah, he just sent me into some martial arts class and clubs since I was really young, like 13, 14. Yeah.
Okay,
So I
so
raised like that. Uh-huh.
what martial arts did you do?
Actually, I started with Taekwondo, then I changed this to Karate, Jeet Kune and Tai Chi Chuan. I did, and Wushu. This is just mix. Like I was really interested in martial arts. The big part of my spirituality is coming from martial arts.
Really? So
Yes.
what did you get from okay, let's start with Taekwondo. What did you get from Taekwondo?
what did I get? Are you mean by asking that question is like what benefits I took
Yes,
from
yes, yeah,
Taekwondo?
yeah. That's exactly.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I was a person that, my heart was super soft, okay? So hit someone on the tatami and, like having fight with them and know these things, that was really opposite of my personality. Then I find out, okay, so my niche into Taekwondo will be Pumse. Pumse is kind of like art that you can put your mind and your muscles in the same team, and you can, by doing something like kind of yoga, but the taekwondo yoga,
Mm-hmm.
you are actually master yourself with patient, so it actually helps me a lot in the really young age. I learned how to be patient, and also how can I control my mind and my nervous system. That's why uh, that's a really big benefit of martial arts on me. But for sure that know how to fight as a woman gives you extra self-confidence,
Yeah.
you know?
Or you can
Yeah.
just if you know Taekwondo, you can get really good kicks in the balls, and that's
Yes.
done.
Well, I'm more kind than this.
Yeah, I know. No,
I
but
try to not be.
let's say somebody's robbing you, and then you can just kind of lay him out, you know.
Well, they will definitely yeah,
Feel
murder by me, probably.
that
Yeah.
that's even
So
harsher than I thought.
yeah.
Right.
Well.
Did you ever compete in any of these martial arts?
Yes, I did. I was in some championships. How can I say? Yeah, like competition. Yeah, this is the right word for that.
Yes.
But later on, in my 20s, I just find out why. Why I want to raise my ego to say that why I'm better than you. No, everybody has a skill. Just going there and showing myself that my body is more prepared than you. This is like for me like raising my ego, and wasn't more than this. Okay, for sure it brings me more discipline for
Yes.
train myself. For sure, I can't deny that part. But being just into the competition, I was more head down than this. I was more kinder than do do this, like give that feelings to someone that you are not enough, or even uh you know tell myself that Sarah, you are better than someone. No, like we are human and we are good and at something,
Hmm.
so but
So
competition wasn't really for me.
so you didn't
Yeah.
like the idea of competition because somebody has to win and another person has to lose, so you didn't connect with that.
Yes, definitely,
Hmm.
definitely.
Okay. So you
Yeah.
stopped competing then. Did you ever compete at all, or did you just tried it and then you were like stopped?
Actually, I did in my country. I have some medals, one or two, but I
Okay.
I decided to not do that. Just because I thought that at the moment I was in my spiritual way, and knowing myself. So I had so much up and down, in my behavior, and yeah, like so many. I was truly harsh with myself, to train myself in a right and bad way. Then I decided to not judge by not put myself into the competition.
Hmm.
Does it make sense?
Yeah, so you didn't want to judge yourself
Yeah,
by competing against somebody
yeah.
else.
Yes,
Okay.
actually, this is a really big step of self-love.
Right.
Not not compare yourself and not be in a competition with someone. Just be your best version of yourself.
Right.
So that's why it's really important for me.
Were you in Iran when you were competing,
Yes.
and then you moved when age 16 or 17 to Turkey?
No, I moved here in 21 age. Yeah, that was exactly in my 21. And I have been live here for 9 years, which probably you guess my age.
Well,
Yeah.
now you've revealed it, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so being in Iran, you probably grew up by is it a Sunni Muslim or Shia? I'm not sure.
Actually, yeah, you're really good. You know something about
I know a
Iran.
little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, everybody in Iran, they are Shi'i Muslim.
Hmm.
I I born in a really Muslim religious family, but that's why I had a big fight, in my head, always, all of the time, 21 years that I lived in Iran. But after I came and live by myself, I achieved a lot that you think, like create a new humanity from zero and from my broken pieces. So
Hmm.
that's why that's 9 years is my golden years ever.
9 years?
Yeah, 9 years
Oh,
of
in
being
Turkey.
alone. Yes,
Ah, okay,
yes.
okay, okay. So, I'll ask you a similar question now regarding Islam. So, what benefits did you get from, or maybe not, what benefits did you get from being that faith, and what did it teach you? And
Huh. Islam.
yes.
Well, I am the one that who read all of the Quran. Okay. Quran. I I don't want to tell you something about religion because almost all of the religion are really valuable for me. Okay, because I am a spiritual person. At first I want to tell you this, but later, just because I born with that and I continue, my life for 21 years, with that, I can definitely tell you that the biggest thing that a religion gives to me was the way of thinking. Like we are more than materialistic world. We
Mm-hmm.
are, you know, basically peace, and have to think, have to create some simple example of our reality, our what we call as reality, like
Mm-hmm.
bring some small pieces of example and put this, use that in my normal life. Yeah, that was the most benefit um uh, part of being as a religious person for me. Yeah,
Right. So
I
knowing
was
there.
really in touch with Islam
Mm-hmm.
at the
But
moment.
then, but then you came to Turkey and something changed.
Yes. Well,
You were in a more free culture, even though Turkey is. I don't think most people would. It's still is a Muslim country, but it's not the same thing as in Iran, right?
yes, yes,
And
definitely.
probably
Yeah,
Sunni, right? It's a different.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, Sunni. Here is the thing. For me, truly, doesn't matter Sunni or Shia or Christian or Jewish, because as you know, my boyfriend is a Christian
I didn't know
somehow.
that.
Yeah, he's from America.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah, I'm from Iran, two different politics.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, by coming to your thing, your question, I just want to say, yeah, like still, just because I prepare my mind for a really great, self-discipline. it's not really affected me by being, oh, okay, I'm here more, release, more free or something like that, because I already create, valuable character for myself,
Mm-hmm.
than go and try to do that, but yeah, here basically I studied more about religion and why we are as a human need to be in a religious mind. What is the benefit of the religion, and how we can even create our reality and stay being at peace, the same frequency as a religious person.
Right. So, because I'm not, I don't think I got from the answer whether you stayed in your religion or whether you,
Uh-huh.
yeah, or you don't have
Basically,
to answer if you don't like.
no, no, no. You're okay. I just wants to say it again because I wants to make you sure that I understood the question or not. You wants to know that if I am religious person or not, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, yeah. If you just
Okay.
stayed within Islam, or if you said, this is not for me anymore. I'm more spiritual. I don't agree with any
Uh-huh.
particular religion. Is that what happened?
Uh-huh. Okay, so yeah, I definitely understand your mean. Well, I was start with some religion. A religion, helped me to uh, understand another reality, as separate from our material worlds and also connected to our material worlds. But I'm not a religious person.
Hmm.
I'm just, a spiritual person, which means I'm more connected to the universe, what we are call it, the whole one. It can be rock, it can be tree, it can be nature, it can be real God, high frequency, and what we call it like all human being,
Hmm.
you know?
That's
Yeah,
interesting.
I haven't stopped. Uh-huh.
I had a guest on previously that will that talked about trees and connecting with trees and all that. So that's very interesting. Okay,
Do you want
so
me to explain? Uh-huh.
yeah, okay. How does that work? How do you connect with trees or a rock? That seems to me, I still don't get it exactly what connection there is with that.
Okay, here is the thing. I also want to mention that I'm geologist and biologist in the same time.
Hmm.
Okay, and the reason why I said that is because biology and geology helps me a lot to understand that world. You know, and I just want to give you a really simple thing. Everything that you see has frequency. Whatever that you see and you touch, I'm sure that you know, has a vibration.
Yes, I do. I've
And
heard of that.
what,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, all of the things that they are alive, like trees, animals, human, insects, or whatever, even bacteria that include some water, they have uh kind of conscious, yeah, yeah, kind of, yeah. if I I'm just trying to understand if I use the right word, right
Yeah, I think
English word for that.
consciousness is the right word.
Yeah,
Although
yeah,
consciousness, yes, but if you say they're conscious, I think most people would say no because a rock is not conscious that it exists.
yeah,
Let's say,
yeah, 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 yeah. Not I'm not talking about nervous system. I'm
yep,
just talking about the memory of the atoms and molecules.
right.
They can feel as long as water can feel. So, which means, yeah. I have another example for that. For people that they are more, they have more empathetic mind, they can also feel the tree and what the tree feels.
Hmm.
We have some people as a animal empaths that they can definitely understand what uh, understand they are being, and we have some empathetic mind like me, that I can feel people and people emotions and vibration without talking to them.
Oh,
This is
really?
not a ability. Yeah, this is not the ability. This is not like, oh, like, oh, you have this, or it's good for you. No, everybody can by train, by open their some training. Now I don't want to
Right.
take your time. uh yeah, by some training, most of the people can do that if they are really open to see what is going on, you know uh near them. So yeah, basically.
That sounds like some interesting training. So you're training basically your intuition so that you can I think what you're mentioning before is that some people are more empathic, so they're able to connect to other people's emotions. But then I heard that the drawback to that is that you take on other people's emotion as well, so you need to um, like protect yourself,
Ah,
right?
really great point. Really great point. The things that I was fight now, but deal with it for almost 32 years, you know, like 31 years. And still I am trying to kind of protect, and I mean some you know try to understand myself in that way. But you truly put your finger in the really great point.
I thought you were 30, not 31, as 21 plus 1 plus 9. It's fine.
No, actually,
um
uh,
yeah, go right. So it's important to protect yourself, right? So you're not
yes.
taking on, because like sometimes people are they can't get away with maybe they work with somebody that's kind of negative, or they are in a family with somebody that's kind of hostile towards them. And I think people can be even sensitive if somebody thinks negative things about you constantly, because that's almost like a energetic transfer. And then if you're sensitive to that, you're gonna feel it, and you might not know why, but you might feel like kind of down or something.
Actually, I try to find so many reasons for that, but one of the most important thing was we have as a human electromagnetic field. Okay, and some of the people by some meditation training by years and years can feel others. It can be anything, like anything that it is into our three-dimension world, like even rock include their electromagnetic field, their vibration. So yeah, I can definitely tell you that, yeah, some of the people's um, nervous system, by some training from meditation,
Mm-hmm.
they are more sensitive on other people's electromagnetic field. Like, how can I say, like, uh, I forget the name of that. Okay, if
Like
it is comes
psychic
to my mind.
attacks. It's like psychic
No, like,
attacks or something like
positive and negative, they're coming together.
poles. Yeah.
Yeah,
That what you mean? Okay. So they collide.
something like that. Yeah, it's happened when I'm not native in English.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. You're from Iran, so it's I think the audience realizes that. So you say that if somebody is if I'm understanding this correctly, so if somebody is positive and then somebody's negative, and then this kind of energy collides.
Well, it can be everything. Like I can definitely tell you that I don't want to go to the metaphysic or quantum physics side of that, but basically you can feel, if you train for that, if you really want, you can feel other people, other being, even that some being from another dimensions too, you know.
Other, wow, other dimensions. You mean astral? You mean in the astral domain, things you can see,
Yeah.
kind of ghosts and the
Kind,
lower
yeah,
stuff,
is uh,
like bad stuff as well.
bad, good. You can feel this. It's always started from some feeling and tingling in your body temperature and also in your skin. Yeah, but it's not really impossible. This is possible, you
Hmm.
know, or at least, yeah, I can say that because I had some experience about that. But for most of the people it can be not like that, or most of the people will say yeah it's like that. But yeah, this is the things that you can experience it, but yeah, if not, so
Right. Did you ever see any kind of entity that the people cannot see, or is it mostly because I know some people are more like feeling, like you can feel certain things but you can't see, and some people are, there's different types of perception, I think.
well, yeah, I want to tell you that it's really depending on your frequency. If you can raise your frequency to their dimension and your nervous system can accept that frequency, and your body will not fear, because fear bring down your vibration, and by just fear you can lose that kind of like picture of seeing them, or whatever that you call. But if your body and your thoughts and your feelings, your vibration will be matched with them, yes, for sure. But for
Mm.
somebody like me, that I had also fear from unknown, because I know that now my nervous system isn't really ready for accept those kind of the things. I can just feeling as a tingling, as a you're changing some temperature, or feeling like some small wind inside of my room, or sometimes even small touches on me, on my hair. Sometimes I can feel those kind of the
Wow,
things, but
that's freaky. That would freak me out. Like something's touching me. Go away.
actually in a really good way, because I don't know, to be honest, what is it. I don't want to know for now, because I'm not ready for now. But what it is, it's always comes to me when I truly need to be support with someone near me. Mostly it's happened when I'm alone, and I feel alone, inside of the house, or yeah, this is just like, hey, I'm here for you. This is my experience,
Oh, so
you
it's
know.
like not
But
a
I,
negative entity trying to
yeah,
spook
yeah,
you. It's not.
yeah, definitely not negative. No, definitely not
Okay.
negative.
Because I've read some books where there's some negative stuff that can possess people. I remember once read a book called Glimpse of the Devil, and it was this
Uh-huh.
psychiatrist that turned Christian, and he was
Hmm.
Scott Peck, and he did two exorcisms on people, and after that after I read the book, I was like, no, I do not want to be there, because before I read the book, I thought maybe it'd be interesting to witness, a religious exorcism. But after I read the book and it scared me, I was like, no, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, actually, yeah, all is depending on how much your nervous system and your vibration, you can control your vibration.
Right.
Mostly, they say that childs are more okay with that. Child are more open, because they are more pure, because their vibration is high enough to accept those kind of the things. But basically, it's like that. I really believe in that. What you are as a vibration, you are always attract
Right.
this. It can be money, it can be everything. Uh-huh.
Are you familiar with the work of David Hawkins and his map of consciousness?
Uh, to be honest, I never
So
study that.
he has
Uh-huh.
like from 0 to 1,000, like, and 200 is the level between positive energy and negative, basically a frequency, let's say.
Uh-huh.
And below 200, like 200 is level of courage, and below is like fear,
Yes,
like jealousy, anger, guilt, shame, and
yes,
above is like neutral, willingness, reason, love,
yeah,
compassion, enlightenment, things like that, gratitude. So he was saying, interestingly, that people are born with a level of consciousness already, even when they're a child. And I thought
yes,
that was interesting. Uh,
yes,
but then I guess when you're a child, you're still maybe open to the to seeing some of the astral realms. But then as you grow up, you see, you learn to think that this doesn't exist, and then you shut yourself off, right?
yes, yes. Actually, yeah, our environment is our big transformation ever.
Mm-hmm.
It can be your parents, it can be, uh, you know, everything. Every situation it can be. Okay, so when we are born, we are already pure. What we call it pure means, being in a really great frequency, high frequency. No, yeah, for sure, no racism, no, comparing, no judging, you know, just imagine a person without all of these things, you know, it can achieve everything as a vibration. But by
Mm-hmm.
time as we are growing, by being in a wrong and different kind of environment, we kind of lose and more attract, more distract, you know
Right.
uh, as a vibration, yeah. So
So you would disagree with Hawking's theory, because his theory is that people, even when they are a baby, they have a vibration that's set from before previous lifetime or whatever. But you're saying, I don't know if anyway, you're saying that that babies up maybe up until age 2 or 3 are very high frequency, and then society brings you down. Is that's what you're saying?
yes, yes, kind of, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
This
let's
is my belief.
talk about self love, and this is because this is what your coaching is about. So would you say that a lot of people don't like themselves, basically?
I want to say a different sentences. We, as a human, we crave love right now
Right.
in that world. This is my, yeah, really great sentences that I love to talk about this. And I always started from here. Everybody loves their selves in some sense, but how much that we think that we really deserve love is different. But in
Right.
some points, we all love each other. Sorry, ourselves, for sure.
But maybe in some people it's very blocked, or you can't see that because you have resentment, or you have fears, you have guilt, you have shame, and then it's hard to love yourself, right?
Exactly. And sometimes, for that kind of responsibility, most of the time, people that they have responsibility and they are um, more dealing with external world. they are forget about themselves and how much it's important to having self-love and peace.
Hmm.
Mostly peace. Yeah. If you have peace, which means you already love yourself, then you are also no, not then, but also you are in your spiritual way, which means
Right.
you know enough yourself that you love yourself, that you have peace.
How do they get? How do you get people that? I guess this is a big question because how do you get people that don't have much self love? How do you get them to have self love?
Well, to be honest, big part of that is I just want to let them know that they are valuable and just bring them to that mindset. It took like 2 or 3 sessions
Hmm.
sometimes, like believing like, hey, you are more than this, just all 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 the things that you need is uh just a little bit pay attention to yourself,
Right.
but just bring people to that mindset that you truly deserve everything, you know bring them to that point is really hard. It's like
Right.
uh, release them from so many blocks basically, and some beliefs perspective.
What if somebody has a lot of things they've done bad or wasted a lot of time or whatever the excuses are that they're holding on to this feeling of being worthless, being not good enough, all those things. How do you then, if somebody seems to have a lot of evidence for what they're feeling, then
Yeah.
how do you turn that around?
Well, here's the thing, those kind of the people mostly they're going to the therapist, than coming to the coach. The people that they wants to make some difference in their self, they are mostly ready. They are
Oh yeah,
willing to
okay.
change, you know. But other people,
So you don't have hard cases like that where people are really, really down, but then yeah, those people I guess they would see a psychiatrist first and then start working
yeah.
on themselves.
Yeah, actually, we have sample session, which means in that free session we are trying to understand if they are matched with us or not. If not, then we are bring them, or not bring, but we are recommend them some other people. Like we have also some therapists that we are all working together. Some doctors,
Hmm.
psychology doctors, and yeah, we are all working together for, yeah, mostly for helping people, as much as we can.
So if somebody is not really a fit for you, you can like reference them to somebody else and be like, this
Yes.
somebody else can help you.
Yes, after that, we are open. After remove that negativity and some problem in their lives, we are definitely let them know that we are here. After
Hmm.
that, if he wants to see uh, a really great changes, we can be there for you. So yeah, but
Mm.
before that, yeah, they have to have some help from others.
So let's talk about. I think meditation is a big part of your spirituality. So I know there's a lot of different kinds of meditation out there. So what would be your practice, and do you also recommend that to your clients?
Well, that was a really great question. It can, open so many ways for me to explain about meditation. Actually, most effective meditation for me is staying at silent,
Not saying
nothing
anything.
to, yes. This is the big key of knowing yourself. And whenever that I need to connect to my inner self, I just bring my mind to not think about anything. And each time that you are practice this, you are more quick more quick and more effective than last time. So for me, basically, I rather than lying down or sit somewhere or even standing somewhere like inside the autobus or even to the shops, and just close my eyes and go, bring all of my conscious inside of me, and then start to talk with myself, you know,
Hmm.
for going to a really big connection. Then I bring my mind to the silent, and then I can feel the energy flow inside of my body. And then after I open my eyes, I am ready. It can be sometimes I can do it for even 1 minute, and this is enough for rest of the day, because our our subconscious is more than time. For our subconscious, time doesn't work. Qualities matter,
Right.
mostly. Yeah.
So a lot of people find it hard to not think of anything. I think
Yes.
I'm also one of those people that if I meditate, I will even if I have a good meditation or whatever, I will keep thinking about stuff all the time, like ideas or whatever. Sometimes really good ideas happen while you're meditating, and then
Yeah.
but you're saying that your meditation is no thinking, but it sounds like you have a almost like you have a conversation with yourself, right?
At first, to bring my mind to that silent, yes, because I have to at first touch to my nervous system and my thought, and later on I allow my body to relax and let the energy flow. This is
Hmm.
basically like that. But for other people, yeah, that as you said, people are just coming to me and say we are really hard time to bring our mind to the silence. So what it can be ever, practice. I can definitely recommend them, let it be. If you can't control your mind, just standing, just sitting into the meditation position can help you subconsciously that, okay, now it's time to, meditation, which means now it's time to pay attention to your body. Your
Hmm.
thoughts isn't something separate than your body. Also, your soul isn't separate of your body. We are all the same. So at first, we have to be okay with our thoughts. We have to accept ourselves as a being and say, it's okay if I can't do it for 20 times. But after that, um, after 20 times, in 21, I can catch it. Like, just let the thoughts come and go. Then, by controlling your, not controlling, by paying attention to your diaphragm breathing, you
Right.
can make your brain silent, silent, relax, and relax. You know, Basically, this is the really effective way and super quick.
But so it sounds like you're it's kind of like you are relaxing yourself. So you have less thoughts. Because I've never been able to have no thoughts at all. Maybe for a moment or two, there would be, silence or whatever, but then new thoughts come and,
If you practice, I I'm sure that you're gonna catch this, because if I had this for minutes and minutes, for 50 minutes, not even thinking about anything, good or bad,
hmm,
no judgment, by accepting, by that words, I'm sure that if I can do it, I'm not like superhuman. Everybody can do that. But it just took time and patient with yourself. I could do it after 16 years, after 17 years, but I never give up on myself. My
right. You
my
started
trick
at
was,
15.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. It's not really easy, but it's not impossible.
Okay. So what do you say to clients then when about love? Is this meditation is something that you prescribe to them as well?
Everything. For loving themselves also, I can recommend them from, eating to, you know, to change their even posture, to
Yeah.
even the way of thinking. It's depending on with what kind of the thoughts you are coming with me. I'm not the fixer one, I'm not the teacher. I just bring them to discovery about themselves and what is best for them and what they are think as self-love. It's definitely depending on them,
So
so
posture is it's better
yeah,
if you're straight, if you're more straight, right?
yeah, yeah, basic. Now I, because of this, I have a little bit of that posture too.
I'm
Yeah, but uh-huh.
I sit a lot, so sometimes I'm more like slouched over, you know. So because I've my university is all online, so it's all like through the screen.
Mhm.
Um, so it's a lot of just like watching the screen, and then you can get into bad habits.
Yeah,
I have a
yeah.
friend that had started to have bad back problems, and then he started to, whenever he would go on the computer, he would find, or even when he went to Starbucks, he would find a shelf that would like what do you call, just a table that would be high, and he would be put his laptop so he'd be standing and doing his work, you know.
Yes, actually, this is really great. Yeah, I did it before too. But do you want me to be honest with you? Actually,
I'm not sure. Go ahead.
okay.
Go ahead.
That was great. That was great. Well, actually, how you are even sitting is a self-love, and hurting your body, going some, having even some addicted, doesn't matter what it is,
Hmm.
like even eating more chips, potato chips, even that can be like a sign of you are not really in touch with yourself
You mean any
and with
kind of
yourself.
addiction? You mean any kind of
Sure.
addiction that you have is a sign that you're not really loving yourself?
Yes. Yes, basically. Yeah.
Like if you're an alcoholic, or if you're binge eat, or if you're there's a lot of groups that
Yeah.
anonymous groups. You know those anonymous groups, AA and all that. Yeah, a lot of it is addiction to stuff, because they say usually it's not something, it's self-centeredness in a bad way, like you are selfish, you are
Yeah.
cruel, or something like that, you know. And it seems like in your work you are opening up people to love themselves, but also love other people, right? Because if you love yourself, then you're more likely to like start loving other people, right?
That's big and really great point that you came again. Yes. If you don't have love, you can't give, to someone else. If you ask me to give you a glass of water, as long as I don't have, how can I help you? It's
Right.
basically like that. If I if I don't have self-love, self-respect, you will not respect me. You will not love me. Yeah, for
Right.
sure.
So
Sure.
if because I remember years ago I asked on this, I was young and naive, and I asked on this online forum, can you can you really love people if you don't love yourself? And most people said, yeah, sure, sure, sure. But I think it's actually not possible, really.
It's gonna be attachment. It's
Right.
gonna be, sorry, it's gonna be more kind of over self, being selfless, which means it's always damage to you.
Hmm.
Anything that is out of balance, you know uh it's it can damage you. And for sure, giving too much love means giving too much energy. As long as you don't have enough energy for yourself, for your for feeding your love chakra, for feeding your love part of your body, As long as you don't have this, you have to create something and give to others, which means it's always damage to your relationships, damage to even your character, who you are.
So you need to first open your heart chakra in order to be in a good relationship.
Yes,
Right?
basically, yeah, basically, I always mix this with some, logic too. I always mix spirituality with our, three-dimension world and biology and those kind of things for
Mm-hmm.
sure, and also psychology.
Right.
It's really important to people know what they are doing.
Yeah, it's important not to be a narcissist, let's say, in order to
Yes,
have a good relationship.
yes,
But it also seems to me that like goes to like. So if somebody's a narcissist, they might attract somebody that might be complementary to that, or the flip side of that, but is still sick in some other way, let's say.
yes, yes. This is for sure. For sure like that. What we are, we attracted. Most of the people they are ask me that why why I am in that situation, why all of the people near me they are like that type of person. I just bring them to their selves to notice this,
Mm-hmm.
their external world, because for sure they are attracted them by something, some small even behavior. But for sure, the answer of this is always inside of our us. What we are, we attracted. Doesn't matter that it's our money situation, people that they are coming to our life as a life partner, or basically that world externally and internally is about your quality of your thoughts,
Hmm.
quality of your um, behavior, quality of your vibration.
Yeah,
you
there was
know
this reminds me of a quote by Eric Butterworth. You can change your life by altering your thoughts, he would say.
yes,
That's his famous
yes,
quote. Lastly, what would be the most important thing you would suggest to people if they don't have if they can get a coach like you or anything like that? What would be the most important thing?
really great question, really great question. I
Thanks.
just want to invite it. Yeah, yeah, truly, you are so smart. Well, I want to let them know that they are more important and more valuable than they think, and invited them to know themselves. Because if they are know themselves, they know what is going on around them, and they can have a really high connection with everything, which means after that they can achieve kindness, become a selfless person and giving, and more great thoughts is coming when you go when you release of your ego. Basically, I invited people to know themselves and get rid of most of their egos.
Hmm.
Then they can understand about external world and really
Right.
great
But then
connection
the
with the
next
world.
question would be wow, how?
How?
Yeah.
With
How?
silence.
With science,
Again, with
meditation.
silence. Yeah, silence,
Oh,
meditation,
silence.
and
Sorry. I thought you said
yes,
science. Okay.
yeah, also science. Why not? But it took a lot of, long, really long way.
Right.
But mostly, yeah, I can definitely say silence, and I invited them to think, absorb. When they are think, they are really absorb. When they are here, they really pay attention to their silent they are being, and uh other people, or other beings. Mostly pay attention and stay in silent and be patient. Yeah,
I think that's very hard for extroverted people to be silence, to be in silence because they want to be with people and. But
yeah,
yeah, um, I want to thank you, Sarah, for being on the
sure,
podcast. How can people
sure.
find you? I will share the links below, but
Well, I changed my some pages into Instagram. So unfortunately, I can't get any for now any Instagram pages or my website are I'm trying to actually create a website. It's loading basically. So
takes
yeah.
time.
Yeah, but yeah, mostly from Facebook. I try to answer more questions and directs from Facebook by that name, Sarah Ladan Alizadeh. They can definitely text me, they can DM me,
Hmm.
and yeah, for sure I'm gonna answer to their question. And thank you for you, Matthias. That was a really great talk and friendly. I really enjoyed this.
Thank you very
Truly.
much. Enjoyed it as well.
So
And thank you if you're watching this or listening to this. Thank you very much.
thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.